You got it.
Subscribed.
You subscribe?
Yes, sir.
Okay, appreciate it.
We talk about that.
Yeah, it's the first one. It's the very first one. So
Oh, the first
all
video?
the way down. Yeah.
Oh, where?
Yeah.
I got you.
Appreciate it.
No doubt.
Y'all ready?
Ready?
Go ahead.
All right.
Oh, he'll introduce you.
Word.
Welcome to the 804 podcast, everybody. I'm Nick,
Jesse.
Alex.
and today we got a guest in the building. Richmond actor Rennie.
Yes, sir.
That's
What's good with you?
What's up, fellas? Not much, man. You know, just trying to stay, corona free out here.
For real.
But I appreciate y'all having me out here.
Hey, no
Same
problem.
here, same
Appreciate
here.
that.
We glad you came.
Thanks,
sir.
Yeah.
No doubt.
All right. Jesse, you got the quote of the day for us before we
Oh,
start?
yes, sir. Quarter day came last night. I was watching, I think hands down, the best Rocky film. Rocky 3.
Yeah.
Clubber Lane. Come on. I'm gonna fuck you up and I'm gonna take your bitch while doing it. And he proceeded to whoop his ass with nothing but left and right hooks. Till he got his ass whooped with left and right hooks. But back to the point. I was watching the fight. It was well, back to my point. The reason why I like it so much because it showed like the psychological aspect of boxing. Like, cause remember, started off the movie balling. The stallion, yeah, he getting all the money, yada yada. I'm Rocky now, I'm the champ. So it showed like how. So I think he lost to Clubber Lane first, and they had to show how he had to, like, not only had to train better and all that, he had to psychologically get better. He couldn't he had to get that shit off him. His
Right.
trainer died, yada yada. That would get into the whole movie. So one, throughout that training montage with him and Creed,
Right.
was it Carl Weathers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It was when it was the early stages of them training. So I think they did. Remember they used to do that race, race on the beach.
Yeah.
So I think it was it maybe either it was there or it was maybe in the gym, and he quit on something. He was like, we'll do it tomorrow. And Apollo was like, there is no tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that shit stung to me. Like, so that was like, yeah, what are you talking about? Like, you're lost, nigga. Like, he's like, you like, you're right? Like, nigga, no. Like, there is no, like, either you win, so it was, that shit put in dead perspective. Like, yeah, there is no tomorrow. Like, yeah. What are you gonna do, Rocky? Be a tax salesman, nigga? Like, yeah, like, nigga, like, yeah, get the, yeah. All right, you want 4 for 4, a 4 for 4, a 12 for honey mustard, or honey mustard? This is like, no, Rocky. Yeah, it's one or the other. It's one or the other, bro. It's one or the other. So that shit's really stuck with me. Everybody says, hey, I'm going to do this assignment tomorrow. I'm going to do this project tomorrow. There's time. No, there's not time. Not really when you think about it. Or, like, not that you know of.
Yeah.
Not that you know of. Like, so that is really stuck with
What
me.
they say tomorrow's not promised.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
It really isn't. Or it's not. Or an easy way to say it, maybe not as promised as you think it is.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have time for that tomorrow. Yeah, maybe you will. Maybe not as much time. Maybe not a designated time. Maybe you have, so it's never as you think. So.
Hit your girl up. No, I'm like.
Yeah, you have to contact your girl. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, life sucks, Alex. Golly. Yeah. I hate to be your girlfriend. Right. God damn. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look at this. Call me later. Yeah. Like, golly. Yeah.
No, you be.
And then you go in with that. Yeah. That's why I went. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. What you got, Nick?
All right. So like I said, we got Rennie up in the house. So what have you been doing during this coronavirus? Like
Nothing. Like, literally nothing, bro. Not even.
Pretty much everybody else. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Like, I'm still in school. This is technically kind of my senior year in terms of I can finish in fall 2020. So this fall. Thanks, thank you. But so like one of my last classes is like I gotta be in person for it. It's not one of those. So I don't know. It's kind of up in the air because niggas don't know how to fucking stay in the house. So. Then again, I'm not in the house right now either, so I guess I'm part of the problem.
Yeah, you up in the air too.
We're in our house right now. This is just our garage.
But yeah, so I've just been doing I finished up this spring semester yesterday actually. So I finished up that one. I've been writing, I've been that's one thing I have been doing, and not like as consistently for real, but I definitely have been having time where I just sit down and just write. And that's one of my favorite things about the whole, how I get time to write now and everything. And me going to school in Georgia now, I was able to come home earlier, so I get to hang out with the family and everything, see my nieces and nephews, moms, etc. So,
Dope.
Yeah, when you say you're in town, I was like, yeah, what? Like,
Oh, yeah,
it felt like, it felt like Wheezy was coming to town. I was like, this nigga is back. Like, I was like, oh snap, yeah, because yeah, so that's real tough. That's
That's
really
really
good.
following you, yeah.
Yeah, for real, yeah, obviously, yeah. But we remember he said he was going to school in Georgia, so yeah,
Right.
we remember following up on that. So that's really good. It sucks on these circumstances, but
Right.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it'd have been summertime almost, anyways. Yeah. Fuck your education. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm weak.
And that's the actor right over there.
What? Oh, what?
You.
Oh, me?
Yeah, talking about you.
Right, with the sweater on. Yeah.
I'm
what are you
waiting.
talking about? Yeah. Right, yeah.
Just need a scarf, yeah.
Idris Elbow.
Yeah.
All right. So you got some questions for our guest here, Alex?
Yeah, so what inspired you to, I guess, what inspires you to write in general? Like when you're writing, what motivates you to keep going pretty much, yeah.
Thing that keeps me going is I want to finish, like I like to finish things that I start.
Right.
And from a writer standpoint, I don't know if every writer can relate to it, but you have like certain, like whether it's a TV show or a movie or just writing in general, you start it and you have an idea for a while, but if you don't finish it, it kind of just sits in you, like you can't really duck it. If it's something that you really care about, like if it's something that you really don't want to.
Go down the list of
Yeah, so that helps me stay motivated.
Yeah.
Because I want to see it I want to see it,
Of course.
Yeah.
So if I finish it, it gets me one step closer to finishing it. I mean, to actually seeing it. So that's something cool that pushes me.
Definitely. Real quick, I'm just gonna say, like, we know Rennie. Like, we can go ahead and say, tell the people how we know you. Like, me and Jesse did, like, a student film. Like, we were extras, and he was directing, so, like, doing a good job, too.
Oh,
yeah.
Like I said,
Thank
I always tell Alex, the freaky part about it is, like, you honestly inspired all of this. Like, you really did. Like, I remember that day. Like, personally, me, like, seeing you, I remember, it's real crazy. That whole day, I remember this one part of the whole, like, thing. Because me and Alex were there. You probably weren't thinking about this because you were probably so busy doing what you were doing.
Right.
But me and Alex were there, look. It was almost like we were undercover, but we had so much fun. We was like, we were just trying to soak up as much as we could. So I remember it was like, I think it was like cut. I think it was like after a scene.
Yeah.
And you were like sitting on the steps inside the house, and you just had like your notebook. It was a rough old notebook. I'm thinking he's gonna have like a script or like at least some type of paper. No, he just had a rough old. And he's like literally erasing shit out the script as he's talking. And I was like, yeah, man, you write a lot. He's like, yeah, I kind of wrote this whole thing, so I'm just kind of like going at it. And I was like, dang, like, he's literally erasing, like it's like about 30 people in the house, and he's just like erasing shit. So I don't know. I know that sounds like kind of regular, but I guess the way I thought about it is he's always learning. He's always going on the flow. Like this is really, he's just really going at this kind of on the head. So, and I forgot. I think I asked you how long you were writing it, and it was actually it was very longer than I thought. I thought, because think about it, the niggas are racing shit. I'm thinking, oh yeah, a few months, or yeah, I did it for school. And I think it's like a year or so. Yeah, I was like, oh.
Check out
so,
Awkward Job.
yeah, exactly, man. So that was just, I don't know, that whole process was really inspiring. It really was.
Thanks.
Every part of it, honestly. Good.
Gotta shout out my girl Camille. Cause she's the one who told
That's
us,
true, that's true,
she literally
that's
like
true.
was like, yeah, like.
Because she was in my class.
Man, and then another part, I was thinking about last night, how we were there all last night. I mean, how we were there the whole night.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I always
12,
remember.
yeah.
But it was funny because we were bitching about how long we were there. The whole time we heard, oh my God, we've been here since all weekend. We were here yesterday. We had to order pizza. This is like the directors and the other people that was involved because it was a school project. So it was like, oh, we've been here a long. Oh my God, y'all just got here. We've been here forever. But they kept at it though. Like they really so. Like I said, all that shit was inspiring, man. And so it even like translates to, we do dumb little sketches. I'm thinking, all right, it should take an hour or two. Why is it taking 7 hours to do one small sketch? Like with our phones, like. But you get wrapped up in shit. You end up doing things, and then everybody else in your life is like, what? Did you know you were doing that for 7 hours? Nah, well, I thought it was just there. And then it'd be a minute long. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
but it's the grind.
Right,
It all comes with it. So that was just a huge inspiration. So
Yeah, that was
literally,
a long day.
yeah.
So shout out to y'all, honestly though.
Oh,
man.
That was a
yeah.
long ass day, and we got there earlier than y'all did.
Oh, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, y'all were talking about,
We got there like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Golly.
Right. And we were happy to get a slice of pizza.
Yeah. Remember
Yeah.
this thing from Wawa? Yeah, like people
Yeah.
were going to Wawa getting stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I fucked up on that one.
We're actually still cool with Ray.
Oh yeah,
Sean,
right. Yeah.
Oh,
so
word.
yeah, and now him and Josh.
Okay,
So we're
yeah.
we try to stay in contact.
Okay,
so,
word.
Yeah.
Yeah, J-Rock.
Right. Yeah.
Crew back. Yeah.
But yeah, honestly though, I was nervous that nobody would show up for the extra part of it.
Man,
Like that part really scared me. I'm
It
not
was
gonna
people
lie.
coming from like the hotline, I guess, or whatever.
Mhm.
Like
Virginia Film Hotline.
We met that like there was like this white little girl that was
Right,
there. And she
yeah.
was like, like I saw like the ad or something that was there.
That was funny.
Bruh,
Cause she was like
literally,
16, 15.
Yes,
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
so like we were like, bro, what? She's like, yeah, like my
Yeah.
mom just found the
They
thing
want some
online.
chips. Like I think she offered me some. Like her mom
Oh
like
my
packed her.
god, we were so geeked. It was, oh man, I was just like, yo, this man
Right.
is a legend. Like he just getting people like from I just saw the ad. I was like, what? Yeah, like
Come here real quick.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, nah, just.
But I was like, yeah, that's just hella cool though. That was cool. That
Yeah,
really
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Man. So everything we do, that is a direct. Like I don't think we've ever had like a lot of people. All of our guests have inspired us, but literally, it wouldn't be. You are very direct.
He's over
Yeah.
here talking, looking at the like video village, like, hey,
Legs.
looks like
Oh
yeah.
man,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit was so
It was
fucking
dope.
cool, man.
The
That shit was
rigs,
so
the
cool.
straps,
That shit was
the
and it was just so funny because you're
Right.
just probably like, man, it was awkward.
I gotta put you on the spot though, because remember you kept forgetting our name. You were like, I'm mad cool with y'all.
Yeah.
But granted, it was you were like, buddy,
did,
guy, buddy, yeah.
And it was one time I like thought I had it right, then I had called you Jesse. He was like,
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn.
And every time we're like, yeah, it's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's cool. Yeah, I'm out. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
I'm
Happy to be
just-
here. Happy to be here.
Yeah, but honestly, that was like my first short film, you know. So, and I was acting in it too.
Right.
For those who don't know about it, so it was just like it was a lot, you know. So I was definitely nervous, of course, and that's why I underperformed with the food. That's my bad. Like
Oh.
I haven't done that since. That was like that shit literally sticks with me to this day. Like yo, don't do that ever again.
Food for your people
Yeah.
first. But yeah, no, it's all good. Nah, you're good.
There's somebody that will always remind you of that.
Oh,
yeah.
good. Honestly,
Yeah,
'cause
Alex,
that's-
good lord.
that's
That
the
might be
least I
your
can do.
job. That might be your job. Yeah.
Yeah, we might need
We just give him 5 phones to call 5 different pizza companies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on it. Yeah.
That's
I'm
the
on
quickest.
it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Y'all ain't seen the Wendy's episode, but yeah.
It's coming soon.
Nah.
Good lord. Yeah.
So
They're
I
gonna
got-
cancel us.
I gotta ask, like, what comes into the writing process as far as, you know, just making films, and like what kind of film do you want to direct like one day? Like what kind of genre of film?
I like all genres for real. In terms of writing one, I would probably never do a sci-fi film because that's just not me personally. But I would love to direct a sci-fi film. I think that would be cool. A horror film, you know, a lot of my stuff is more so humor based, I guess dramedy, like drama and comedy type. In that general feel, you know, it's not necessarily a comedy, not necessarily a drama, you know, but it's like it has those elements in it. I'm honestly really bad at putting my stuff into genres really, unless it's like a specific like, oh, that's definitely horror, you know. But even horror films, they have subgenres like slasher or paranormal and stuff. So things like that, you really just gotta break it down if you want to go that deep into it. But for me, I just write films that I want to see. You know, that's kind of the approach I take for it. Cause you know, if you can, you know, if you write it and then you're the person who makes it, then it's like, oh, you can sit back and watch it. You don't gotta like hope Jordan Peele makes a movie like this, or like if you. Or I can't critique something about us, you know. Like I could say something about that, but if I don't make my own film, I'm just a critic, you know.
Right.
So I can't say, oh, he should have did that, or so and so should have did this, but I'm just watching in the background. So that's another thing about it. Just gotta like get in there. My fault.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, it won't
He
be-
got in there. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But yeah, you just gotta get in there and write what you want, what you want to see, and just write with no. Well, something that I've been learning is like don't write in hopes that somebody may like it, because that's you may like it, y'all may hate it, but it's like, but it's about how I feel about it at the end of the day. Yeah, so that's So I would say just write what you want to make and what you're passionate about, and that's why I've been really focused on like our passion projects.
Do you ever think you would want to do a documentary?
Yeah, I'm actually I actually just secured an intern, and I'm working on this documentary film crew, so I'm helping out with like a story side of it, but I'm mainly going to be in the post production. So, but yeah, so that's kind of funny that you brought that up because that just got confirmed yesterday.
Because that's something that I would like to do myself.
Yeah.
Direct a documentary.
Do you know what you would use? Like what the topic would be?
No, because I mainly watch sports documentaries, stuff that comes on what is it, the E Network, stuff like that.
I'll hit my cousin up. I got you.
Really?
What?
Well, I do have a cousin who is an athlete.
Oh, nice.
I have a cousin that's an athlete too, Alex. Okay. I have a cousin that's an athlete too. I'm related to Thomas Jefferson. I have melanin in my body. I breathe sometimes. I mean, we can go. Yeah, right. No, I probably do have a cousin.
You can do it on like
Elusive.
athletes that don't play anymore. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
Or like people,
what happened to
people who like did it,
like
but not like people who made it though. Like people who did it.
We're already now.
I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
That's just a thought. You can definitely do whatever you want, but
like I said, I've always thought documentaries were interesting. It's just all of like when it comes to documentaries, I hate when like the main person on a documentary like has died or something, and they can't come back and really tell their side of the story.
Right.
So
Michael Jackson.
Basically, exactly. So that's just my 2 cents in documentaries.
Yeah.
So
Easy. Yeah.
True. Facts.
I saw on your story, or people you're looking for, Anecdotes of the Dark.
Oh yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit about that? It's up and I see it's up and coming, obviously, but just a little bit about your involvement in it.
So basically, it's something that me and a few friends back in Georgia came up with. But they actually came up with it first, and they put me onto it. They were like, "You want to be a writer?" So I don't even want to take credit of,
Oh yeah, we'll put this in the description. Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they brought me on, and I've written 2 episodes so far, and the way it's happening in the world, we can't really finish it. We can't really shoot those ones yet. But we did shoot 2 so far, and those are basically put together, and I'm actually going to be like the voiceover for like it's a narrator, So it's like so it's like a story actually happening, like it has like a normal like in terms of dialogue, like a normal movie, but it has like a narrator voiceover who chimes in, who says like in a nursery rhymes. So basically, it's kind of like dark nursery rhymes. It's
Sounds like Tales from the Hood.
kind of like that, just dark nursery rhymes. Like there's one where I don't even want to say it.
No, you good. Yeah, you good. Yeah, that's fine.
But shit, it just gets dark. It just is interesting. And how going back to how I mentioned horror earlier, that's kind of like I get to step my foot into the horror genre a little bit. So that's pretty cool. So I'll definitely keep y'all posted. I don't got a date on that.
Oh yeah, we'll look. I followed the page, so yeah, we'll definitely look into it.
Hell yeah.
I gotta ask you something. Who's your favorite director?
Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
Tarantino's the man. He just
Drew.
he just got it. He understands it, and I like how he's like a writer director too, which is more common now. But like for example, in Glorious Bastards, that first scene, I think it's beautiful. Like how it's suspenseful, how he built it up and everything. I really admire that, and just what he does. You can tell he puts a lot into it. He uses the N-word too much, but I'm like, I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna watch a Quentin Tarantino film, I gotta just shut up and
it is what it is. Yeah.
shut up and take it.
Hey, look here, nigga. Yeah, that's what time it is. That's what we're doing, and that's where we're going. Yeah. You know what time it is. Yeah.
What about y'all two? What's y'all?
Do you have? Go ahead, Alex.
I bang with Ryan Coogler. I rock with Ryan Coogler, just Fruitville Station, Black Panther. All right, what? Get out of my face, man. But yeah, what was the other one? Creed. Yeah. That's second.
Martin Scorsese.
Oh, Martin.
Yeah, I was probably going down. And
You
two
think
was
it's masterclass?
True.
Oh,
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was
Nice.
pretty good. That helped me actually a lot with storyboarding. I'd say. I know that's the weird way to get. And then he talked about his like roots and everything, like how he wrote those mobster films because he was there, kind of as a child. So, two people I'd say. Obviously, my man Spike.
Yeah.
He can get a little, like most directors that we named, they can drift. We haven't seen Coogler drift because he's done kind of set. Well, that and they're superhero. Like, you can't really drift off that. Scorsese drifts. Tarantino, you just say drifts. Spike drifts sometimes. What the fuck are you talking about, Spike? I love you, though. Okay. And then I say the Hughes brothers, the dudes that did Menace to Society. Granted, kind of a 1-2 movie hit wonder, but I think Menace to Society's direct impact kind of got to get that to him. The fact they wrote and direct that.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that's kind of hard.
Okay.
We got a few features coming on the way. All of us. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Trying to do something. Keep the lights on.
After Corona.
Yeah, the family of 4. So what are we doing here?
We need another stimulus check.
But
To
honestly,
stimulus.
I didn't even get the first one, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. We know I spent all. Yeah. You see where we at? Yeah. You see, yeah.
Keep the lights.
AC. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Oh, my stimulus check has gone to a couple shirts that should be coming in.
This man said a couple shirts. So
How much these shirts
1,200. Yeah. So 400. Yeah.
This man brought 3 shirts for $400.
Hey.
Oh, I got my Randy Moss jersey coming on the way, too.
I was thinking about, he told me that the other day, I was like, this nigga's gonna actually probably buy that too. Like,
Oh,
I was
don't
like,
worry.
He already bought the
He said,
he bought like the cassette CD, like it's like a boom box on it.
yeah, I should put his business in the streets. Yeah.
He put it on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. So somebody asked.
Hey, as long as my address is not on the podcast, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
No, I'm playing.
All right, before we get to the other topics, I just want to, kind of veer off. I saw on your Instagram where you visited J. Cole's house.
Yeah.
So,
Solid.
what was it like, honestly?
First of all, J. Cole's my favorite rapper. So my real answer is going to be a little biased towards that. And but that aside, it's a house.
Okay.
That's literally gated off. You can't even walk past the fucking gate. It's gated. It's a house.
Right.
It's gated off. But from the nostalgic, for me being a J. Cole fan, all that stuff, it was really cool. Because I was actually driving home, I want to say last summer. I just finished up the semester at school. I was driving back here, and I was driving, I passed through North Carolina, of course, and I saw the Fayetteville sign. And I was like, oh, where? That's where Cole's from. I was just driving. I was like, I'm kind of already, I'm close,
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to come back to North Carolina to see this fucking house.
Yeah.
And so, fun fact, there's 2 Forest Hills drives. There's like 2 of those streets in North Carolina. So I was driving, I was like, I almost went to the wrong one.
I'm weak.
And then I was like, this shit shouldn't be this far out the way. And then I stopped and I pulled over for a second. And I was like, Forest Hills Drive, J. Cole house. Then I was like, oh, it's 20 minutes away.
Yeah, we got
This
you.
shit was driving me literally 2 hours out of my way.
Oh, yeah.
And my dumb ass was like, fuck it, sure.
I'm going. Yeah, Fayetteville. Yeah, Fayetteville. Yeah.
Literally,
The
like,
yeah,
right here,
yeah.
I'm driving that way.
Arkansas.
I'll see J. Cole himself, and he'll flag me down. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, all right, yeah. That's crazy.
That would have really upset me, but I'm glad I figured it out. But it was cool, to see like a lot of the fans signed the fence. So that was cool to see, just because obviously J. Cole has an impact. So it was cool to see his impact on people who literally just stopped by his house that he's not even there. The fans.
Far from. Very. That is the point, but that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the point.
So you see people riding on the fence. I signed something on the fence. I said something like, thanks for everything, I'm pretty sure. Because he's my favorite rapper. Like, he's
Right.
you ever have certain people who they make music and you feel like they had you in mind?
Yeah, legit.
Like, I was like, yo, Cole was like, I feel like we're like, we're living the same life, aside from rapping, of course, and everything like
Yeah.
that. But like
Yeah.
basketball struggles, girl struggles, just I'm like, yo, I fucking feel you, bro.
Yeah.
So that was super cool.
All right, hey, Cole, come on out. Yeah.
Nigga hit the duck.
Yeah.
Cold world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nigga, wow. What? Yeah.
And a fun fact, I actually saw somebody who signed it who actually met in real life. I met him at this film festival, actually. And I was like, yo, that's homeboy.
Whoa. How'd you know it was him?
It's called Campus Movie Festival. And they come to every different school. I'm pretty sure you go to like ODU. I don't know about VCU or whatnot. But they go around like the whole country hitting up different schools. And they hit up my school, Clayton State in Georgia, in like the October time frame. So I met him there. So 2018, that time. And I went there last summer. I was like, oh shit, bro. And I sent it to him. He was like, oh, bro, yeah, man. Yeah. So that was pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah. That's
Right, of course.
pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
What? Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. You had enough. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Got you.
Small world.
I know I said last question, but I gotta ask you one more. It's back to the film question. Right. How many film festivals have you been to?
Not a lot. Like, so you say been to, like, I've kind of like worked or volunteered at, or me submitting work to?
Like, you submitting work to, or just gone to just see?
Morehouse had a film festival.
Okay.
Earlier this year, or maybe I forget, maybe it was like at the end of last year. But speaking of Spike Lee, he was there. So I got to see him speak. Him and I forget the other dude's name. He's an actor. This will come back to me.
Not Samuel or Denzel.
It's like Nate Parker.
Oh,
Nate
okay,
Parker,
yeah, Nate Parker, yeah.
So yeah, it was cool to see them. They were talking and things like that. Interesting. Like I met people there. I didn't get to talk to them a lot. I talked to Nate Parker. It was short. It was like shook hands or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
What's up, Rennie?
Oh, bro. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah. Just come with me.
To wherever we're going.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so that was interesting. I got to do that one. I actually got accepted to a film festival for my last short film, Who Was Afraid? And the film festival game is funny. Now that we're talking about it, because you kind of you most of them you got to pay for it. So you got to pay like hopefully a small fee. A lot of them aren't small fees. So
$1,000.
So Sundance Film Festival is not a small.
No, not at all. If you hit them early, I think it's like 70, but it goes up. Like you got it, like that's the early bird deadline fee. I'm not saying it's exactly 70, but it's in that frame. And then like if you wait to the regular deadline, it goes up. The late deadline, it goes up even more. Right. So yeah, I submitted this short film to like 10 different film festivals. I got into one. So that was interesting.
Instagram, though.
I'm sorry?
Didn't you get an award for one of your films?
Yeah, that was at the last Campus Movie Festival that we were talking about, where I met Homeboy.
Right.
This one was last year, and yeah, we won a visual effects award.
Oh, solid.
Granted, I didn't edit this film. I did not edit this film at all.
Hey,
so
yeah, I mean, 20 niggas on stage, yeah, right, with one award, yeah.
Like it was
fine.
But she snapped in the visual special effects game. Her name's Marina, and it's crazy. Like I can show y'all later. I honestly don't like this film. I'm not gonna hold you. It's for a lot of different reasons. I'm not gonna go into too much detail now. But for the visual effect aspect of it, she did what she had to do. Like,
solid.
Oh, that shit it's like a futuristic type thing.
Right.
It's super cool.
Word. That's solid. Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna get to these topics. So everything going on out here, these states and stuff are opening up again, and you see these protesters and stuff going out here, and so like, what's y'all take on it? Because I don't want to go into a long spiel about it.
Go ahead. Well, I do see that they're, making some progress on looking for some possible vaccines and things. I have seen it. Yeah, I hope that, everything is what it is. Like, and it's not actually, we thought it was a vaccine, but, it's just a vaccine. Yeah. It got stronger. Like, it's like, oh, damn. Yeah. Like,
I think I said it got stronger.
Yeah, it's like, oh, damn.
You just see a diagram of a buff nigga.
Yeah.
You just see like the
Corona.
Yeah. This is the problem. Yeah, right. Yeah. All of the swole.
Terry Crews.
Right, yeah. Like, golly.
But-
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, no, I heard Georgia. They're supposed to be opening up some non-essential stores, I guess, within the middle of the month, too. It might even be some stuff, like, around here. It might be some non-essential stores opening up. Like, I think my granddad's, like, the mid-May. What do you say? Well, no, we're not going to, never mind. Never mind. But yeah, so we'll see. Maybe niggas can get some new J's in a few weeks. You know, you might be all right. And a watermelon to go with it. So, you know, right, yeah, you just, yeah, right, yeah. And I don't even eat watermelon, but yeah, I got them, yeah, so yeah, right, what's up? Yeah, I'm outside, yeah, so. And then once again, too, with they opening up, like, because if they open up the mall, all it takes is a nice day. And everybody's going, and their mama gonna be, gonna be.
Plenty of nice days.
Exactly. So I really don't care, actually. Like, as a whole. And you know what's funny? I was talking to somebody in the past weekend, and they were like, you know, I think it's gonna get to the point where people are like, fuck it. Yeah. I think that's where it's getting to.
Wait till the summertime hits.
It kind of has it. Like, I think
you can't keep people in the house, like especially when it starts getting to 85 degrees
not
consistently.
Because at first I was like, you know, like, no, but it is not. They're like, nah, it's getting to like even like everybody, like old people, young people, fuck it, man, like. Fuck it, bro. It's May, it's June. Fuck
it is what it
is. Yeah, low key.
The heat will kill it. Yeah.
Like, if you got white people saying, hey, I mean, you know, well, granted, they've been saying it.
Yeah,
but still, granted, you're right. Yeah, they say hey to a lot of things. So, right. Hey. Yeah, right. So, that's another one. Yeah, but, so I guess we'll see, man. Yeah. We'll see. But, I mean, it is nice, I guess, to get outside, but I think, honestly, I've kind of gotten used to it.
Right.
In a sense, but granted, I would like things to keep,
the weather. The weather does what it wants at this point, to be honest.
True.
Yeah. I mean, one day it's raining, next day hail, and the next day it's sunshine.
And then it snows the next day.
Yeah. All within 5 hours.
And then the weather app says sunshine.
Yeah.
Nothing but. Yeah,
It's
right.
fucking raining.
Yeah.
Just showers, heavy showers.
Niggas just start looking up when they go outside. Like after newscast.
The rain froze in midair and then went back up. Yeah, what's happening? Yeah.
Nigga brought a coat, a sun visor, some flip flops, and some boots. Like, I don't know what to wear. Yeah, I brought everything. Yeah, I'm wearing an inside out outfit. Yeah, I'm just wearing everything. Yeah, what's up?
That's why y'all see me wearing my big coat all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
after somebody by the name of
Drew.
Right. To say, you don't need that coat. It's it's a little hot for that. But last 2 times I've worn it, it's been cold out there, so.
Freezing.
I don't know why, but whenever I think about like a weatherman getting something wrong, my mind goes back to that Drake and Josh episode. It's like,
oh man, got it completely wrong. Like that is, but you know what? That was just his luck, though. But completely wrong. Completely wrong. Yeah, like you couldn't have been more wrong. Yeah, damn.
Heavy showers.
All right, so
it was raining so much.
It was like, bro,
they got rained in their house. That's how much it rained. He was like, clear skies, sunny.
That's a nice house.
And then he got all his stuff jacked outside afterwards. Wow.
He said, I'm really cold.
He was like, my cameraman left me. The camera's on a tripod.
So how the hell is they carrying camera? So how are we still live?
Like the cameraman just left
him. And put the camera
on a tripod.
Yeah, like,
That man's pride got to him. He wanted to stay out there just to make sure.
I'm still on the clock. Yeah.
Put a damn coat on top of it. I'll put the tray on there. Ain't nothing you can do.
All right, so have y'all been watching the Last Dance documentary?
I missed all of that.
Skip it, Nick. I swear, every time we bring this topic up,
I watched the piece.
So what piece did you watch? Go.
Give me a sentence out of it.
I'll recap episode 5. You do 6.
All right.
5 was what? 5 was about Kobe, right? Pretty much.
It had Kobe in it.
Yeah. Obviously.
Did you cry? Is it like?
I didn't cry obviously, but it is very depressing because
Right.
like one of the main things I thought about was our parents get to say like how our parents. Well, if you have a sports parent, they love Jordan.
Yeah.
They got to see from them being a kid, got to see Jordan play, got to see him retire, got to see a nigga come back, got to see a nigga eat a rib and do all that and grow old. We won't be able to see that with Kobe.
Right.
We just got to see him play. Like,
Yeah.
I remember people always talk about meeting Jordan. Like, I watched the show Sneaker Shopping on Complex, and they always talk about, have you met Jordan? And they always say like how when they meet him, he's like a mythical person. Like I guess almost like if you were to meet Michael Jackson back in the day, they're like, yeah, he's almost floating. Like he's not even real. So. Episode 5, I think, also like touched on the stardom of Michael Jordan as well. Like, we always talk about be like Mike and how he legend, but the stuff he had to deal with, as far as the other sides of the pressure of being Michael Jordan. Like, they was saying like every time when he leaves the hotel room, till he gets back to the hotel room, it's all eyes on him. It's all Michael. It's all move out the way. It's all
that's
like,
a lot of pressure.
It's a lot, So and that's pretty much every day. Pretty much.
Everyone in this room is about to have that same pressure.
I hope so, man. But it's what you do with it, though.
Yeah,
Mike made 6 champions and a fucking legend. You can get the pressure,
Yeah.
I mean, Ja Rule got the pressure at one time. Yeah, it's a lot of niggas. Sinbad got pressure at one time, but hey, so.
And then I think episode 6 touched on like his gambling and stuff, and it was like it was crazy because Michael Jordan, is ultra competitive. So he's out there putting money on everything. Golfing, card games, just because. Like,
right.
If I said, Alex, I bet you $2 you can't drink that whole water in 2 seconds. He would do some shit like
They
that.
say he's ultimate competitor. What was that one scene where like they were throwing quarters against the wall to see how far you can roll it, and get to the wall. They were betting money like in the locker room. Like,
I mean, we talking about thousands of dollars.
And he's been with the security guards of like the arena or whatever. Hey, Mike, I get it this far. Like, but your stimulus check. Right,
I want his stimulus check.
I'm still good. So it's whatever you want to do. So
I mean, if y'all trying to make some more money, y'all can join my circle. They can just everybody.
Cash app joint.
I'll send it back. Back.
Just put me in the middle, and then we're good.
I'm weak. Scam. It ain't a scam.
Yeah, I had a homie. He was like, "Yo, bro," he was like, "Come on, guys," and like we're all in the group chat room, so everybody else is like shitting on him, like, "Yo, that's stupid, bro." He's like, "No, bro, I'm telling you, man, you gotta, get in there and you gotta recruit people, etc." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, but no, like, that's a lot, because the later I join, I'm gonna be like, the later I gotta wait to get my money back.
Right.
If you're in the middle, you're gonna win. If you're not, you're ass out.
And
he was not in the middle, so he ended up losing his money.
That's pretty much point blank.
They were doing that stuff for like a week, and then it just went away. I'm just like, I'm so glad.
It actually made the news eventually. They were like, "Hey guys, this is a scam. Don't do it."
And niggas were still doing it.
Yeah.
All right, so before we get into our next topic, Drew, where are you? And
Drew,
can you whip up a dad joke or a funny joke?
Yeah, come on around.
You gotta come around.
No, come around.
Whatever you want to do, buddy.
I kind of want people to see your face.
All right,
yeah. So please bring your tail. Thanks.
You got a corny joke? You got one fired up in the head on the dome? Fuck it, who am I talking to? Yeah, never mind. Of course he does.
I got all the jokes.
Go ahead, Drew.
All right,
Kill it,
team.
Kill it, boy.
All right, team.
Talk to somebody's mic.
Here we go. Listen to me. Let me stop. So, joke of the day.
Yeah.
I hope my mama still love me after this one. Probably not.
Oh boy.
But here we go.
Look at him, America. Look at him. Look at him, America. Look at him. He's already gone. That's how you know it's about to be juicy. Hold on. No, he's really he's really laughing.
He's really
he's gone.
He said he's gone.
Yeah. That's not Drew anymore.
Yeah, I didn't know we had to help this man out with the joke. Yeah, I didn't know we needed that.
Nick
Right.
2.0.
All right, here's the joke.
Okay.
All right.
I don't think he has a joke.
What do you call prisoners that deliver food?
Alex, you hit him with the white. Alex, you hit him with the what? You hit him with the what?
That's what he
Hit him
said.
with the what? Hit him with the what, Alex? Hit him with the what? Hold on. Hit him with the what? Hit him with the what? Hit him with the what?
The building.
No, what do you... What do you call him, Jerry?
Who do you call? Postmates.
Cause this man's gone.
Wait.
So you need that? Y'all need that one explained to y'all?
That's a great
Or?
dad joke.
Oh,
That's
man.
a solid dad joke.
And that's it. That's what y'all get, man. That's what y'all get.
Drew with the joke of the century.
Thank you, Drew. Good Lord.
All right.
Hold on.
You got one too?
I mean, I was gonna look up one. Let me see, 50 in the best.
Shout outs. No, I'm playing. No, it's all good.
Yeah, we about to wrap it up.
Nick.
What do you call a giraffe with a long neck?
What do you call it? Alex?
A long neck giraffe.
What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. Baby. All right, let's get these.
No, I'm playing. I'm
that's
dying.
before I start announcements, y'all got any shout-outs? Anybody?
Shout out my mom.
Yes, sir.
For
Need
real, yeah.
those.
Shout out my mom.
Yeah, need those.
Yeah, shout out my mom. You know, she's gonna be working on Mother's Day, so
Oh, dang.
When is Mother's Day?
Sunday.
Tim.
This Sunday.
Sunday.
It
Yeah,
was today.
shout out to my brother, make it safely to Texas.
Oh yeah, Carlton. Yeah, y'all know. Y'all saw me
Yeah, he gonna hold it down for J1 Day 1 Texas.
Yeah, productions,
You
yeah.
know, he doing a Tupac for us. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the Hispanics because it's Cinco de Mayo. I know y'all
Happy
turning
Cinco
up
de
today.
Mayo! Hey, what's up, y'all?
Like I said, I got a story about my brother. I'm gonna tell y'all off camera. 'cause
Bet.
this-
No, tell us on camera.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it like
Yeah,
that.
tell us off camera.
Alright.
Just know Chesterfield County Public Schools. Thank you.
You got the announcements. It's Chris Brown's birthday.
Hey, my boy Breezy, bro. Happy freaking birthday, boy. You the realest, boy. Let's go, Breezy.
I hope he knows you just as much as you shout him out.
Hey.
Yes, that way that connection is authentic. Yes, I really
hey,
pray.
hey, Jesse, you still gotta fight him. Remember, you still challenged him.
I
He
did.
still ain't
Yeah,
responding.
come on the
that
show,
mean,
Chris, so
that
we
man,
can fight.
That man Breezy scared of Boogie, bro. Breezy is scared of Boogie, bro.
Gress Don King promoting over there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Melodic Mondays. They still do their live poetry thing at 6 or anything you want to enter. Link, Uno to Uno with David.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
still out
Oh,
with
no,
the
yeah.
EP. Shout out to the one and only Phoenix. She's a singer.
Right, yeah.
So she might be on the soon, potentially soon.
Nice.
Shout out to, I was gonna say his name is Veli. Dude that did our photography.
Oh, yeah.
So we did a small photo shoot for 84 podcast. You'll
Yeah.
see those pictures
Coming
probably,
soon.
hopefully in a week. Shout out to the Curb Squad with
Hey.
Rennie
Yeah,
and them.
Curb
Yeah, that's his
Squad.
own
Yeah,
production company. And one last announcement. Do you have something else?
I was gonna say shout out to Young Ant.
Yeah.
He doing his thing.
And then Alex said, let you bitch ass niggas know that he plans on balling and flexing on y'all when he gets the opportunity to do so. So he wanted to put that in announcements as well.
Had
Flexing,
to.
As you should.
Flexing,
Had to.
balling, jigging, and finessing. Yes, that's what it says. Right.
With his
right.
bag of jewelry.
With the bag of ice.
It's only gonna get bigger.
Check the live after
Yeah,
this.
I
y'all
mean,
see it.
If your pocket's swollen, you get the bag.
Oh,
of
you
ice.
brought it with you?
Nah.
Nah.
You should've brought it.
And it's not a bag, though. It's a Ziploc. Yeah, like, yeah, it's
Oh,
straight.
yeah,
Yeah,
should've
yeah.
taken one to check it.
Yeah, it's slipping. Yeah.
Sooner or later, it's gonna be a book bag full of just ice. So,
Go ahead and take us out there, Nick.
all right, y'all. We want to thank Rennie for joining the 804
Thank
podcast.
you, Rennie. Appreciate it, dog.
You know,
Appreciate y'all.
we're glad you made it. You know, during this whole pandemic and everything.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, like I said, that was the 804 podcast. I'm Nick.
Jesse.
Alex.
Rennie.
All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for another episode.
We out here, son. We out here, mother.
Hey, Andrew, you should
Cut
be
that
banged.
track on.
and then
You should be
bitch.
Like
banged.
the fastest 43 minutes ever.
I know, we always run it
Yeah.
off. We're just going to do a quick pick.
We running in this big hat.
Did you split it in two? Or?
Yeah, it's on 2.